What's up, everybody? Josh or Miho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Avulsed, entitled Ritual Zombie. This is released in Europe through Xtreem Music, and in North America through Severed Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Madrid, Spain, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very gritty, gory, old school style of death metal. Pretty much, if you love blood, guts, and gore in your lyrics, Avulsed are definitely one of the best bands to do that kind of style. Yeah, these guys are veterans. They've been around for almost 20 plus years now. The first time I had ever heard of this band was reading an issue of Decibel magazine. I can't remember what issue or what year specifically, but I saw a little review that they did for their fifth album entitled Nulo, The Pleasure of Self-Mutilation. I was reading the review, and that pretty much piqued my interest, so I was able to listen to that album, and I was just blown away because if any of you guys know me, I love death metal. That's my favorite metal genre ever of all time, especially the kind of death metal that has crazy over-the-top lyrics, and Nulo was monumentally satisfying. I loved everything about that record. I enjoyed the music, I enjoyed the lyrics, I enjoyed the vocals, just the overall style and vibe that Avulsed do. That appealed to me a lot, and I loved that album very, very much. And it only made me want to look into their previous works, and by their previous works, some of the stuff I enjoyed was definitely Stab Wound Orgasm, um, and Gore Spattered Suicide. Just some incredible stuff. Even the Carnivoracity EP that they did way back in the day. Just some incredible death metal. Very old school, raw, and destructive. But yet, this band has an if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of mentality. They stick to their guns and they create the kind of style that they feel comfortable doing, and they are at home with this type of style. Now we have the sixth full-length from this band entitled Ritual Zombie. It's 13 tracks and it clocks in at around 52 minutes in length, and listening to this album, it feels like you're listening to the equivalent of an actual horror film. It has that vibe once you listen to the intro. And then going in on there, you get settled right in. You get some crazy moments. You get a little bit of humor thrown in there, a little bit of seriousness. But overall, this is definitely the total Avulsed package, and I think this is probably one of the most ambitious and most entertaining albums that I've heard this band do. And probably one of the more tight-knit albums that this band has put out in quite a long time. This is really their shining moment, in my opinion. I really love this, and if you're a fan of Avulsed, you'll have more reason to enjoy this album. The guitar work on here is your usual kind of Avulsed guitar playing, very frantic and chaotic, just the way the song structuring is, the way every riff is played, the way every lead is accomplished, the way every solo is executed. It's just played tremendously well. I love the way that it sounds. It's definitely a lot more wonderful sounding than in previous Avulsed releases. Definitely take the track Dead Flesh Awaken. You get some really top-notch guitar playing. I really love the way that the riffs and solos are on that particular track. Even to the song Was Not My Blood. Get some really intricate melodies going on, and I'm really appreciating the way the riffs are being executed on those particular songs. But really, it maintains a great story and balance throughout the entire record, and I enjoy it a lot. The bass work is very good too, and let me retrace my steps a little bit. There's an interlude on this album entitled Elegy for the Rotting, where it includes some acoustic moments. I definitely think it continues on with the vibe and the theme of this album, me claiming that it feels like an actual zombie film, like a cinematic type of moment, like a moment of clarity, to be specific. That's the kind of vibe you get with that one particular interlude, and I think that's really, really awesome. Now going forward now to the bass. I think the bass is good. I definitely think it has a warm underlying tone throughout the entire record. The guitars are really mainly telling the whole story, but the bass definitely does have its moments. I think it's very audible and clear, very well mixed and mastered. I really enjoy the way the bass tone is throughout this entire record. When it comes to the drums, I think there's a new drummer at the helm here, but I honestly think the way that the drums sound on this record are incredibly superior. I really enjoy the way that the drums are being done throughout this record. It mainly has a lot of variety. You get some very fast-paced moments, and you get some slow mid-paced stuff going on too. But yet, I think the drummer makes it very lively and entertaining. I enjoy this drummer style. Great double bass, awesome snare tone, great blast beats. The way the cymbals are, the kick and snare, the tom, the way everything is mic'd and perfected, I think the drum work here is stellar. It is very stellar and sensational, and I enjoy that a lot about this drummer style. Very entertaining stuff. I enjoy this guy's tenacity and speed. And moving on to the vocals. Dave is a great vocalist and definitely is one of the things that make Avulsed stand out. His vocal style is so recognizable and so enjoyable. You definitely want to hear along with what he has to say and what he's thinking about. Of course, his vocals are very guttural, very undecipherable at times, but yet the way he words himself, it's definitely awesome. I enjoy this guy's vocal style. He's got some great highs, too. I honestly think his highs are a little bit underrated. I definitely love when he gets up to a more high-pitched, raspy type of voice. I think it's awesome. His gutturals are great, too, and I really enjoy his vocal style more than anything else. And another thing to mention about Avulsed is the fact that these guys get over the top and crazy and aren't apologetic for it at all when it comes to the lyrics. I mean, take the track Can a Vegan Corpse, which is basically, to my understanding, a song about a zombie who feeds on vegetarian flesh. And I think that's just crazy and almost hilarious, but yet you do take the songwriting here a little seriously, and it does make for something incredibly entertaining. And of course you have the sole Spanish language track on here, Zombiro, which of course has to deal with vampires and zombies. I think that's freaking awesome. I enjoy the lyrical style of that particular track. I think it's awesome. And of course, seeing as how zombies are the theme with this album, they included a death cover of the song Zombie Ritual from Xtreem Bloody Gore, which I got framed right there. It's awesome, and it's definitely one of the best death covers I've heard in quite a while. I definitely think they make it their own. It's very entertaining, just the way the riffs are, the drum blasts, the vocals. It's so much fun. I love that about this, that they included that. I kind of wish they would have put it at the end of the album, I guess is somewhat of a little surprise, because having it put in the middle of the album, I don't know. I just didn't see it being fit there. Would have liked it to be at the end, but it's whatever. I think it's pretty damn entertaining. So overall, this is probably one of the best things Avulsed have done in quite a long time. I'm really enjoying the lyrical themes, the vocals, the music. Everything sounds and feels much more refreshed than the previous album. And this is some damn entertaining stuff. I enjoyed it a lot. If you're a fan of Avulsed, if you're a fan of their last record, or if you're a fan of them in general, you'll enjoy Ritual Zombie a great deal. I think this is an awesome piece of old-school death metal, and very much entertaining. Hell, this may even be in my top 20 this year. We'll see how far this year goes along, and we'll see what happens from there. So, if I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Dead Flesh Awakened, Was Not My Blood, Zombiro, Unborn of the Undead. I think that's a great, great track. And, of course, Can a Vegan Corpse. Wildly entertaining stuff. So, I'm going to leave you some links in the description box to the Avulsed Bandcamp page where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, be your own judge, buy it digitally if you want to, buy it directly from the band. You can also buy the CD direct from their page, the Xtreem Music version. Also to Severed Records, where you can buy it if you live in America. You can definitely buy it through there, buy a CD, buy a shirt, buy whatever you want. And if I'm not mistaken, it's also available in many different formats around the world. Vinyl, tape, Central America, Japan, Asia. You can buy this pretty much anywhere in the world. So Yeah, buy it. Definitely support these guys. Again, the album is Ritual Zombie by Avulsed. This is released through Severed Records in North America and Xtreem Music through Europe. Definitely support this album, and I'm going to give this a very solid 9 out of 10. Wildly entertaining death metal, very much cinematic, definitely something you want to bang your head to, and definitely have a popcorn snack ready to have as you're going along for the ride. So, yeah, support Avulsed. I'm the Who this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Army Ho out.